The moment she stops being nice is the moment she starts caring. And if you don't get what I just said, you've been failing her test without even knowing it. You're texting her, everything is good. She's replying fast using emojis. The vibe feels right. Then suddenly, her next text comes back cold. Just K. No emoji, no warmth, just nothing. And you're staring at your phone like, what happened? Did I mess up? Is she mad? Should I text again or wait? Maybe you've been nothing but nice to her. You text back immediately. You're always there when she needs someone to talk to. You listen. You care. You do everything you think you're supposed to do. And for a while, she seems to appreciate it. She calls you sweet. She says you're different from other guys. But then suddenly, she's distant, cold. Maybe she's even giving you attitude. And you're completely confused because you've done nothing wrong. You've been the nicest, most respectful guy she knows. So why is she acting like this? Why is she making it difficult when all you've been is good to her? Or maybe you're sitting with her, she's been laughing, touching your arm, clearly having fun. Then out of nowhere she says, I bet you say that to every girl, and looks at you like she's waiting to see what you'll do. And right there you feel it. That pressure to prove yourself, to defend yourself, to convince her you're being real. Most guys do one of the two things. They either start explaining and defending themselves, or they get upset and pull away because it feels like she's playing games. But both reactions, they fail her test. And here's what most men never realize. That moment wasn't random. She wasn't just being difficult. Her brain was actually testing you. Here's something most guys never understand about attraction. Women don't test men to be mean. They test men because their brain makes them to do it. It's not a choice. It's automatic. And let me be very clear. Being nice is a good thing. Kindness, respect, treating people well, these are important. These matter. Don't ever stop being a good person. But here's what confuses most men. Being nice isn't enough on its own because niceness without boundaries isn't attractive. These tests are women's subconscious way of finding out one thing. Does this guy have principles he stands for? Or will he bend and change himself just to make me happy? Think about it. Any guy can be agreeable when he wants approval. Any man can say yes to everything when he's trying to win her over. Any dude can avoid conflict when he's hoping she'll like him back. But her gut knows this. Her instincts know that the real test of a man isn't whether he's nice. It's whether he has his own values, his own boundaries, his own sense of self that stays solid even when she pushes against it. That's why these tests happen, especially when she's starting to really like you. The more she cares, the more she tests. Not because she wants to push you away, but because her brain needs to know. Does this man have a backbone? Does he stand for something? Or will he fold the moment I challenge him? And here's the deeper truth about why this matters. A woman needs to feel safe and protected, not just physically, but emotionally. And a man who has no boundaries, who agrees with everything, who changes himself to avoid conflict, that man doesn't make her feel safe. Because if you can't stand up for yourself, how will you stand up for her when it matters? If you bend to every test she gives, how will you stay strong when life tests you both? She's not testing you to be cruel. She's testing you to see if you're the kind of man she can actually relax around. The kind of man whose strength she can trust. When you pass these tests by being kind and having boundaries, her nervous system finally gets the answer it needs. This man is solid. He won't crumble under pressure. I'm safe with him. And that feeling of safety is when real attraction deepens. Because here's what women are actually attracted to. Men who are kind and strong. Men who treat her well but don't lose themselves in the process. Men who have boundaries, principles, and a sense of self that doesn't disappear just to keep the peace. Men who are nice because that's who they are, not because they are afraid of her disapproval. Let's go back to thousands of years, when humans lived in caves and survival wasn't easy. For women back then, choosing the wrong guy was dangerous. If she picked a man who seemed nice but had no spine, who acted kind but couldn't stand his ground when it mattered, who avoided all conflict even when principles were at stake, that was a life or death mistake. So women's brains evolved to be really good at one thing: figuring out if a man has boundaries and principles he actually stands for, or if he's just being agreeable to avoid conflict. The women who could test men and spot the difference between genuine strength with kindness versus weak niceness without backbone, they survived. They picked better partners. They stayed safer. And that brain pattern got passed down through every generation until today. The girl you're dating right now, her brain still runs on the same program. When she tests you, she's not trying to be difficult. She's doing what her brain was designed to do. Check if you have the principles you stand for, or if you'll just bend to whatever she wants because you're afraid of losing her approval. Here's the science part, but I'll keep it simple. When a woman starts to really like you, her brain releases feel-good chemicals, oxytocin and dopamine. These make her feel close to you, connected, like she's falling for you. But here's the weird part. The more she likes you, the more her fear kicks in. There's a part of her brain called the amygdala. It's basically her fear alarm. And when she starts catching real feelings, her alarm gets louder. Not because she doesn't trust you, but because now she has something to lose. Now it matters. Now if you turn out to be someone who has no backbone, who will just agree with everything to keep her happy, it'll actually hurt. So the more she likes you, the more her brain goes, wait, we need to make sure this guy actually stands for something before we go all in. That's when the real test starts happening more. And if you've been the nice guy who agrees with everything, who avoids all disagreements, who bends his opinions to match hers, this is when she pulls back even more. Because her brain is asking, does this guy have his own values, his own boundaries, or will he just be whatever I want him to be? Here's the reality. Women test men to see if they have principles they stand for or if they'll fold to keep the peace. And how you handle the test shows her the truth immediately. She's not testing your niceness. She's testing your strength. Can you be kind and have boundaries? Can you be respectful and stand your ground? That's what she's trying to find out. Let me show you what these tests actually look like. Because once you see them, you'll recognize them everywhere. And if you've been just a pleaser, these tests will hit you even harder. Test 1. She goes cold. She stops texting back fast. Her energy drops. She acts distant. What's she really doing? Watching to see if you'll panic and start chasing her with, "You okay?" text, or if you stay calm and you have your own life to focus on. Most nice guys fail this hard because they've been so available that when she pulls back, they immediately chase. The right move is stay chill. Keep living your life. Don't drop everything to get her attention back. Test 2. She challenges you. She disagrees with you. Questions what you said. Maybe teases you about something. What's she checking? Whether you can handle being challenged without getting defensive or trying to please her. Whether you're secure enough to stick to your opinion even when she doesn't agree. Most nice guys fail by immediately backing down or trying to make her happy. The right move? Smile. Stand your ground. Show her that her approval doesn't change who you are. Test 3. She questions your intentions. Why do you even like me? Or you're probably talking to other girls, right? She's creating doubt to see if you'll scramble to reassure her and prove yourself. Most nice guys fail by giving long speeches about how special she is, trying to convince her. The right move is keep it simple. I like you because I do. I'm here with you right now, aren't I? Then change the subject. No big explanation needed. No trying to win her over with words. Test 4. She crosses a boundary. You've been nice and understanding about things. Maybe she cancels plans at the last minute, or she is disrespectful in some way, or she expects you to drop everything for her. What's she testing? Whether you'll stand up for yourself or if you'll just accept anything to keep her around. Most nice guys fail by letting it slide, making excuses for her, or being afraid to call it out. The right move is calmly but firmly hold your boundary. Hey, I get things come up, but when you cancel last minute, it doesn't work for me. Let's plan better next time. Show her you value yourself enough to have standards. Every one of these tests is asking the same thing. Does this guy have principles he stands for? Or will he just bend to whatever I want? Here's the truth that changes everything, especially if you've been the nice guy who can't figure out why it's not working. It's not about what you say. It's about staying calm and grounded when she tests you. Your calmness proves your confidence is real. Her brain picks up on that instantly. When she tests you and you stay grounded, no defense, no chasing, no trying to make her happy, no needing her approval. You're telling her brain, I'm safe, I'm real, I'm not doing this to earn your love. I'm confident in myself whether you like it or not. And that's when her fear relaxes. And that's when she stops testing as much, because her brain got the answer it needed. But when you react, get defensive, start chasing, trying to convince her, get hurt that she's not appreciating your niceness, you prove her fear right. You show her that you've been nice because you wanted something from her. And her brain goes, not safe. He needs me to validate him to feel good. That's not attractive. Here's a simple guide for guys who want to understand this. Don't defend yourself when she challenges you when you're right on your part. Don't chase when she goes cold. Stay calm and be normal. Don't over-explain yourself when she doubts you. Don't expect gratitude for being nice. Do it because that's who you are. Have your own life, your own purpose, your own confidence that doesn't depend on her. A truly confident man doesn't need her to be in a good mood for him to feel good. He doesn't need her to agree with him. He doesn't need her approval to know his worth. And he definitely doesn't do nice things expecting her to fall in love with him because of it. Because here's what most men miss. It's not about what you say. It's about whether you stay calm when tested. Your calm is the evidence of your real confidence. Here's something deep that will change how you see everything. Every test is actually showing you whether you're still insecure. If you've been the nice guy who keeps getting friend zoned or keeps wondering why being nice doesn't work, these tests are showing you exactly why. They are revealing why you're seeking her approval instead of being confident in yourself. When you get upset by her test, it's not because she's wrong. It's because she touched something in you that isn't solid yet. Maybe deep down you don't fully believe you're good enough for her. So you've been trying to earn her love by being extra nice. Maybe you need her to like you to feel okay about yourself. So when she doesn't give you that validation, you fall apart. The cool part is when you start seeing these tests as chances to grow, as mirrors showing you where you need to stop seeking approval and start being genuinely confident. This changes everything. And here's the twist. The moment you stop needing her to like you, when you are just being yourself, doing nice things because that's who you are, not to win her over, comfortable in your own skin whether she responds well or not, that's when you naturally pass every test. Because you're not performing anymore. You're not being nice to get something. You're just being real. Every test is actually a mirror, not an attack. It's showing you exactly where you still need validation, where your ego is fragile, where you're operating from fear instead of confidence. Let's forget the psychology for a second and get to the heart of this. When she tests you, here's what she is really asking underneath everything. Are you genuinely confident, or are you just being nice to win me over? Do you have your own life and purpose, or do you need me to feel complete? Are you being kind because that's who you are, or because you want something from me? She's not trying to see if you're nice. She already knows that you're nice. She's trying to feel if you're real, trying to sense if your confidence is genuine or if you're just acting for her. She's not asking you to be perfect. She's asking you to be confident in yourself. She's not looking for someone who's always nice and always available. She's looking for someone who's grounded, who has his own life, who treats her well because that's who he is, not because he's trying to earn her love. She's not testing you because she wants you to fail. She's testing you because she wants to know if you're strong enough in yourself that you don't need her approval. Here's what happens when you finally understand this. You stop trying to earn her love. You stop being nice to get something back. You stop needing her validation. You just stay steady, grounded, confident in yourself. And something amazing happens. She stops testing as much because her brain finally got its answer. Her fear center relaxed. This guy is genuinely confident. He's not being nice to manipulate me. He doesn't need my approval. He has his own life. He's safe. And when her fear calms down, when she starts feeling that you're real and not just performing, that's when attraction actually happens. Not because you were nice, but because you were confident and grounded in yourself. That's what all tests were about. Not to see if you're nice, but to see if you're real. Let me leave you with this. The strongest men aren't the ones who are just nice. They aren't the ones who do everything for her, hoping she'll notice. They aren't the ones who are always available, always chasing, always trying to prove themselves. The strongest men are the ones who are confident in themselves, who have their own life and purpose, who treat people well because that's who they are, not because they are trying to earn love, who don't need validation from anyone to feel good about themselves. So the next time she goes cold, challenges you, or doesn't appreciate your niceness, don't see it as unfair. See it as a test. A test asking, are you confident in yourself? Or do you need me to like you to feel good? And when you can honestly answer, I'm good either way, not with words, but with your calm, grounded energy, that's when you pass. That's when attraction actually happens. Do subscribe if you liked it.